have a center, a non-governmental organization in Tehran called the Center for Peace and Environment. This is a center that has devoted its activity to research and study and also awareness raising on the interrelatedness of peace and environmental protection. One of the major issues and challenges facing the global environment is war and armed conflict in many parts of the world. Anytime a war occurs, after the war, in the long term and short term, we have so many environmental damages, both to the natural environment as well as to the infrastructure, the sanitation. These long-term effects are usually overlooked because usually in a war there's so many dramatic human catastrophes that they overlook the natural catastrophes. And afterwards, gradually, these natural catastrophes, the degradation of the environment, afterwards in the long term it comes to light. We are trying to increase awareness on this issue and also stress on the importance of peace. Without peace, it's not possible to pursue the objectives of sustainable development. Without peace, it's not possible to advance in terms of the different objectives that we have, the Millennium Development Goals. And unfortunately, we have had instances of regional wars as well as conflicts in many parts of the world, in the Balkans, in Europe, in the Middle East, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, in Africa. So this is a major global issue. We hope that more could be done to ensure the protection of the environment, to ensure, particularly in times of war, to prevent war in the first place. Environmental peacekeeping and peacemaking is a very important issue. More should be done to promote environmental values, which could also help and be conducive to an atmosphere of peace in the world. The idea is that whatever is being done to the environment, it's a war against nature. And it's very similar to the war against humans. It's stemming from a restlessness that we have inside of our hearts and minds. It is the human heart that is lacking peace. That lack of peace within creates conflict without, creates conflict in the outer society, in the outer world. The excesses, the greed, the selfishness that we all have, it's a shadow within us. It's part of the shadow that unfortunately comes out into light and takes the affairs of the world in its hands, and then suddenly you have war, not against only other countries and other human beings, but also against nature. So it's very important to bring that peace of heart, peace of mind back, not only to the general society, but most important to the leaders, because the leaders have the affairs of many global equations in their hands. Global leaders ultimately decide what will happen for the future of their society, and in many instances the future of Earth. And until they do not acclaim that peace of mind, that peace in their hearts, it's very difficult to conceive any peace at the global level and peace with nature.